Hello, friends. I'm Sparkover. I am joined here with Dijon Ketchup.
Hello.
Hi, and I'm about to play some Pokemon Snap for you. So, it's a fun little game. You take some pictures of Pokemon. I'm half an auto scroller, but for the any percent category, there are definitely ways that we can go a little bit faster than just sitting through the level. So we're going to have some good fun.
Woo.
All right, so I must start over a new game. Oh no, my previously saved data is going to be erased. Well, shucks.
Uh-oh.
All right, so we have to give ourselves a name, and if you're speedrunning super seriously, then we're definitely going to choose a one-character name, but I'm Sparko, and we're going to have fun, and timing is going to start as soon as I hit this end button here. So you ready, Dijon?
Ready when you are.
All right, so let's have some fun in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, hello, it's the professor. So he's going to say some things, and we're just kind of going to ignore what he says and go to the beat. So it's a good place to start. So pretty much, we're just going to want to take some pictures. There's a little bit of a demo right here where, it makes you take a few pictures of the Pidgeys. So we're going to be doing that for starters. But other than that, we're mostly chilling for a little bit. You don't want to take too many pictures just because then you have to filter through them later, and that's not a lot of fun. All right, so I will take a picture of this Butterfree here, and then a few things. Oh no, come back. That's all right. So there are some Lapras over here. There's going to be one in the water appearing soon. There you are. Hi. So that's a very far away Lapras, and not so good because we want to actually get the 3 Lapras in the end, but we have to take some pictures. So look, it's Snorlax, my baby. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but that was my baby right there. My favorite Pokemon. Unfortunately, not a part of the any percent run. You don't get to wake it up until later when you find the Poke Flute. However, shout outs to
getting 100% in this is there's a lot of backtracking.
It's a lot of a different game. So hey, remember that Lapras we took a picture of in the beginning? Well, there's 2 of them here. Fantastic. We're actually going to be taking a picture of a group of 3 of them. However, we have to be a little bit patient and get to the end of the level for that, or at least close to the end of the level.
Yeah, this game has a lot of things where to trigger certain Pokemon to appear or to appear better, you have to do random stuff and just kind of figure out what it is. And in Lapras's case, you have to take a picture of it each time, and it'll get closer, and there will be more.
So I'm going to take a picture of this Meowth. Excuse me, I don't think I actually got that centered. I think I'm concerned about that, but I'm going to take another one of it anyway. So we're going to take a picture of the Eevee there. Going to get the Kangaskhan over here. You're not going to get a good picture of it. And then I'm going to wait for the beautiful Lapras picture, and it's not going to be that great because its friends aren't there. But you know what? I am going to show Professor Oak these pictures and see how they go.
Yep. So now you just mark which ones you want to show the professor, and basically just trying to get the ones that have the most points. Basically just like playing it at normal speed, but faster.
So Professor Oak is going to rate these pictures on size, pose, and technique. Pretty much, how much of the shot they take up, the sort of pose they're in, and technique is just whether or not they're centered. Okay, that Meowth ended up being okay. So the only one there that won't be good is the Kangaskhan. So that's all right. So let's see. I've got 18,870 points. That is pretty decent.
Wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful. So we've unlocked the next course, the tunnel. So I'm just going to be a little bit safe here, and we are going to take 2 pictures. One of a Pikachu on a ball, which you have to just take a couple pictures of Pikachu here before it jumps up on the electrode. And then I'm just going to wait for the electrode to explode to get some extra points, just for good measure. We want to unlock some apples here. So just take one picture of it exploding, and then go back to
There's
Oak.
a lot of special things you can do to get pictures that have bonus points, like Pikachu riding on the electrode or the electrode exploding.
And, Pikachu sort of being the, feature of Pokemon definitely gets highlighted in, I think, most of the levels. I think there might be one without Pikachu.
I think it's in everything except for the Rainbow Cloud and the last one that I can't remember the name of. Valley, that is the one.
Yeah. All right, so we unlocked the we unlocked the apples, which are going to be necessary for unlocking the next level here, so... you know, we can throw them at Pokemon rather, and, you know, we can either, like, ruin their movement as I'm trying to get this Electrode here. There we go. So one hit to you, and another hit to you, and I'm a little worried about how I executed that, so I think I'm just going to hit it one more time to be safe, turn around, take a picture of it as soon as it turns around to me. I know this is going to be a little slower, but I'm just waiting for that, and then turn around and keep going. So because we've already taken a picture of the Electrode, I'm not going to do that again, but I do want to throw an apple at one of these and make it explode so I can get some Kakunas who will fall from the sky.
Yeah,
so, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, to unlock the items that are needed to progress in the stages, you have to get a certain amount of points, and the points that you have are made up of a total of your best picture of each Pokemon. So if you already have a Pokemon with a really good picture in it, taking another one is just going to cost more time, because you're not going to add those points on extra. It'll just be, you know, if it's better, it'll take over the one that you already had.
I missed that Haunter there, so we're just gonna take a picture of it when we go through the door here. I can never exactly decide if I've taken a good picture of that or not, so honestly, for, you know, marathon runs of this, I will just take a few in hopes that I get a good one. So here's another example of a spot where we will be taking a picture of a Pokemon to make something else happen. So here we have to take a picture of a Diglett a few times so that we can get Dugtrio to appear later on. If by later on, I mean...
in like 5 seconds.
Pretty much instantly. I almost did miss that Diglett, but I think I'm... Oh gosh, did I... Oh! Well, we have reached a little bit of a problem spot here. I have missed the Diglett, and now we don't have Dugtrio, so... that's going to be a little bit of a problem, but you know what? We will figure that out later.
All right.
So here we've got some Magnemites that we want to, you know, take a picture of, which I'm definitely going to take one right away, just because if I happen to merge them by accident, a little bit of trouble. So if I can get you to turn around, which I can't seem to. All right, I think I'm a little worried for time here, and we're already a little bit in trouble, so we're just going to get them to look at me, take a picture of Magneton, and really hope that I can hit this Electrode in time to get to the next stage. And thankfully we did.
Yeah, so basically you have to get enough points to unlock the apples to make that Electrode explode and blow up the path to the next level, because apparently Professor Oak doesn't own a globe.
Nah, there's no other way to get through that tunnel. You couldn't send humans in there, that's too dangerous.
Make the Pokemon do the dirty work.
Exactly. Alright, so again, I'm just choosing my best pictures, or at least hopefully my best pictures. Now, consolation, I've got some good Diglett photos, but yeah, we're a little bit missing the Dugtrio here, so I have some concerns about that. My Magnemite's also not going to be... And oh god. There are some things that I think are not going to be the best here, but you know what? We will go with it and see what happens later. Yes. Wonderful. 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 All right. Diglett didn't make the cut. Okay, the Magneton made the cut, so that's good. But unfortunately, the Diglett and the Magnum not. But you know what? We will see what happens.
You are close.
So now we've unlocked the volcano.
Because that's where every 10-year-old should go, to the site of an active volcano.
Oh, definitely. So I'm just going to try and sneak out a few extra points here and there wherever I can, just for good measure. However, the number of Pokemon pictures that you take also matters for different species. So I do have a small amount of concerns here, but, you know, again, it's happy fun marathon time. We're fine. We're fine. So hi, Vulpix. I'm a little concerned that I took a picture of your back, but you know what? We will lure you here. That didn't go too well. That's okay. All right. So I'm going to start lobbing apples into the distance. I would really like that Magmar and Charmander to get close together, so Magmar can get angry and make a Charmeleon happen. So you want the Charmander to get the apple first, so Magmar gets angry and is like, Magmar! So we've made a Charmeleon here. Magmar gets a little tuckered out, but it's Charmeleon that I want a nice picture of here. And then we want some Charmanders.
Char!
So I'm hoping that I am luring a couple out here. Oh, you're way over here. Take a nice centered picture of that one, excuse me, and then turn here. Okay, the cart did stop for a second. Turn here so I can throw the apple to the egg, and that the Moltres will come out. And I got, oh gosh, I think I just barely missed the fighting Magmar. Okay. So, I feel like I definitely have a little bit of concerns over here, so we're gonna keep going here and see our good friend Charizard. It'll be fun, it'll be great. I almost quit there, but I feel like this is a thing to do. So over here, you can actually throw a later item into those little the little lava pits and get the Growlithe and Arcanine. However, we want to get this Charmeleon inside that pit. And I did, so let's just say hello to Charizard here. Hi. Yeah, that's a nice picture. It's rare I get to take a picture of Charizard, but you know what? It's a special occasion here.
Yeah. Yeah, normally you wouldn't, but since Doug Trio didn't happen.
Yeah.
Safety
hoping
strats.
For the best. So I'm really hoping I caught the tail end of fighting Magmar here, but I'm a little concerned that I didn't. I like that one. His mouth's open. We're gonna take that one. Alright, so let's see how this goes. Didn't like the Vulpix, I'm not surprised by that. So I do want to pay attention to how many points I get here, because we're aiming for 72, and I only have 62, so I'm going to have to take a few pictures of extra Pokemon here that you don't normally take, and that's okay. We're, going to be a little behind, but that just eventually, means that I will be, taking some extra pictures in the valley for fun. It'll be great. So I'm really trying to get this Poliwag while it's jumping just to get some maximum sight from that. So it can see me, or rather I can see it. So I think, what was I aiming for? About 10,000 points here. So I'm probably going to assume that I can get hopefully almost 4,000 from this Bulbasaur. And then I think, hi, you're a good little Bulba. And then I think I'll aim for the Slowpoke and Slowbro just because I can get two of them at the same time. So yeah, we are going to be behind in points for most of the game, but we'll just take a few extra pictures in the end and call it a day. I totally threw an apple in the wrong spot there. Hey, Slowpoke, why don't you come over here?
Yeah, so this is first generation. It's not even all the first generation Pokemon. I think this game has somewhere in the neighborhood of 63 available in it.
Something like that sounds about right. Alright, so I'm really going to hope that once I get this Slowbro, I'm just going to little for that. I'm going to hope that's enough points to unlock the Pester Balls here. Alright, so we've got a Poliwag, we've got a Bulbasaur. I even got a bad picture of Shelder, which I will accept just because I can.
Because
so
why not?
Exactly. So I'm a little curious about that Slowbro picture. You can clearly see both a fully formed Slowbro and a Cloyster still in the air. Anyway, that did get us enough points to get our Pester Balls unlocked, which is necessary to unlock the next stage.
Wonderful.
Alright, so back we go. So yeah, with the Pester Balls, you can do more fun things. I can, disturb these Poliwags, and they can come out and jump for me.
You can pester them, per se.
Ah.
So, when this game first came out, a fun little thing that they had a promotional tie-in with Blockbuster Video, which is a thing that doesn't exist anymore. Where they had these kiosks where you could plug in your cartridge and print out little little stickers of your pictures that you took in the game. And it was really fun, and I spent more money than a 12-year-old probably should have spent on it, but
yeah, I always dreamed of being able to go to one of those, but I never was able to. Alright, so anyway, I have skipped the first few Pokemon just because, because I had already taken pictures of them, and it's probably not really worth my time to try and get a slightly better picture of them. So to make up the difference in points later on, we will just be getting some extra pictures in the end. And you know what? That's fun. Who doesn't want more pictures of Pokemon? So our very end goal is 130,000, so we can unlock the Poke Flute, which is necessary for getting one of the Pokemon signs, which will come later on. All right, where's our little Psyduck? Hi, friend. So I'm really hoping a Cloyster appears here. That would just make me... But I'm just going to lob some balls on top of this wall and hope that a Porygon somehow comes out before I get to this side. It didn't, but you know what? There's one there. So come on, Lucky Cloyster. You can do it. Oh, friend, my good friend. So we got... Cloyster only appears sometimes, from what I believe. But... I got lucky there. And so the way to unlock the next stage here is you have to get one of the Porygons outside of the wall by hitting the Pester Ball to it, and I just kind of threw the ball from far away and was like, hi, it's time to go.
And there is a decent amount of lag reduction because, you know, being a Nintendo 64 game, it struggles to run like more than 2 polygons at a time. So... particularly in like earlier levels when there's more space between each Pokemon, there's a lot of looking at the sky or the ground to like reduce the number of things on screen so that you move a little bit faster without lag.
Though I have to be honest, I'm not really doing quite as much of that right. I feel like during PB attempts, you know, that's definitely the thing to do. But for marathon runs, sometimes it is just fun to like look around and see all the things. So I'm sorry, speedrunners, but I am not saving a few frames sometimes. But it's for fun. So here I want to take a few pictures of the Grimer so I can get a muck later on. Again, just getting all of the Pokemon we want. So, alright. I'm trying to think of what happened. I did get that Charizard to make up for the lack of Dugtrio. So I think I'm still have the right number here. Anyway, those Bulbasaur, if you looked at their faces, they were a little suspicious looking, and it actually turns out they were some Ditto. And now we want to throw some Pester Balls at this Grimer, because, you know, throw some gas at the Grimer to make a muck. Was that? Oh, I thought I had hit it enough times, but I actually...
Annoying Pokemon enough to evolve.
Yep. So around over here, we are going to take a picture of Jigglypuff, Coughing, and hopefully Weepin' Bell and Victory Bell. Actually, during one of my practice runs, I missed getting the Weepin' Bell into the water to evolve it.
Oh no.
But I had thankfully gotten my Cloyster at that point, so I can... I was able to get through it, but... Just take a nice little picture of the Weepin' Bell and go... No! I missed it! Oh gosh. That's okay though, we get another chance. It'll come right back around and I'll go boof! And into the water.
So, if you hadn't gotten the Cloyster and for whatever reason you missed the Weepin' Bell, I assume you would probably go to just a little further and get the Jinx, or...
I'm pretty sure. Now, just for super safety, just in case I have not gotten the right amount, I am going to use Jinx anyway because marathon safety. But I'm just going to take a picture from the distance. Excuse me. I just want to make sure it's properly centered, though. Alright. I'm pretty sure I had the right number of them, but just so we don't have to do it all over again, I feel like that's a thing to do. Because it's, you know, just a lot faster to take one extra picture now than to have to level up until that point to just get one picture.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Oak's not gonna like it, but, you know, it's okay.
Well, Oak doesn't like anything.
Well, to be fair, the size is very bad.
I mean, the man can't even remember his own grandson's name, so...
True enough. Alright, so let's see, we're at 103,000 points, which is definitely not that good for this, but you know what? That just means we get... So, what can you tell us about Pokemon signs?
So Pokemon signs are... basically, once you've gone through all 6 of the regular courses, they... excuse me. had to cough there. So once you've finished all 6 regular stages, Professor Oak basically says that he's heard of these things that are called Pokemon signs, which, if you see these suspiciously Dugtrio-looking mountains, they are... There's one in each stage, and it's some sort of natural environment-looking thing that looks like a Pokemon. And for whatever reason, if you take pictures of all 6 of them from the 6 different stages, Professor Oak finds a way to the secret 7th stage, which is not really all that secret because it's needed for the any percent run.
Gosh, spoilers. So yeah, I'm trying to get about, what did I say, about 30,000 points from here. And I think after the next few, I should be okay, just because I'm going to get the Gyarados, and that's worth a lot, and I'm going to get the Dragonite, which is worth a lot, so hopefully that should be okay. So yeah, earlier on in the stage, I threw a Pester Ball, and I got a Magikarp over to a Mankey, so it punched it over the mountain, and now we have a Magikarp over here that we pester just enough to get the Gyarados into the waterfall, and we will take a picture as soon as... I like it when it, you know, sprays the... like that, with the attack. Very vicious.
Magikarp is not having a great day.
You know what? Magikarp grew, and that's all that matters. So just go through this fast place here. So over here, there's a little bit of a whirlpool going on, and if I throw a few Pester Balls in it, a Dragonite will actually come out. And yeah, Dragonite's worth probably a good points. Oh, I actually already had enough there, so we'll wait for the Dragonite to do a beautiful pose here. I think on the 3rd one is where it is good. Oh, it's Dragonite. And then, so to get to the next stage over here, we need to go Squirtle bowling. So the Squirtle will become a shell, and I will need to hit it into the Mankey. And hopefully, you know, hit it properly, and I will. I think I'm just going to spam a few balls here and hope to find a Goldie. Maybe I should have done that a little earlier, but that's okay. We will hope for the best, and you know what? Maybe we'll get to take a picture of both on if I didn't quite make enough points. But I want to believe in myself. Anyway, so you just want to hit the Mankey onto the switch there, which will open up the final little, I guess, you know, route diversion. Because if you just go into the end of the gate normally, you'll just have to play the level again and figure out exactly what to do to get through here. All right. Oh, hi, Sparko, Oak says. So now he's telling me about the Pokemon signs, which we've already, you know, sort of went over. So here is where I will cross my fingers and hope that I have enough points. And yeah, there was my Pokemon sign, the Doug Mountain.
Because you're prescient and know that it's there, you can take a picture of it before you even hear about the signs, and because he tells you about the signs at the end of the level, you can show it to him.
Exactly. So I took a picture of Mankey there without realizing it, so I'm just going to submit it in hopes of, you know, getting a few points. It was only 220. Not very much. So I kind of worried I'm going to be a little short on points here. Yeah, only 100. All right, so we have no Poke Flute, but you know what? That's okay. I believe we only needed for one sign, so that's okay. Oh, no! Pokemon report! Oh gosh, so that's not where I wanted to go, and that's okay. So we're just going to get a few extra pictures as we collect these other Pokemon. That's okay. Yes. So one thing that Oak also did mention as we went through this, now we are able to actually go zoom! Look at this. So I'm holding the right button, and we are able to go through the levels a lot faster than usual. So, and here we're going to be going for the Pokemon sign. So I'm just kind of going through my head here, trying to think of which Pokemon I should try and get to get an extra 10,000 points. But not right here. You know what? We're going to get an emergency Snorlax. It's a good day for that. So there's my Mewtwo sign from here.
But
it's some constellations.
But how are you going to get the Snorlax without the flute?
Pester Ball.
Oh.
Uh-huh. It's an appropriate time. It's not going to get us all of our points, but you know what? Snorlax is my favorite, and that's okay. So we're just going to do everything except for not the river. So you know what? I'm just going to go up to the beach right now and do it. Yes. So we'll just go zoom and zoom. Many zoomies here. So our Pokemon sign over here is, I believe it's a Kingler. I think that's a little too big to be a Krabby.
Yeah, I think it's Kingler.
Yeah, then I'll go zoom over here for, you know, the best one, and just Pesterball. I'm sorry, baby, I don't mean to wake you up. You're precious. And you know what? Because we're already in here and taking a little extra time, I think I'm going to try and get the Scyther from here, because that is something new. I am not very well practiced in getting this Scyther, but oh, there's one. There, and that's hopefully something.
Yeah, Scyther is slightly annoying because it's just, you kind of have to blindly throw the Pester Balls in there and hope that you hit it.
Alright, so that's 2 new pictures. I don't think it's going to be quite enough. 33 and 24. Alright, so a couple new pictures, but we're gonna get this. I need 1 very good picture or possibly 2 not as good pictures, and we have 2 courses we can make this happen in. Now I'm trying to think, hey, we're going through the tunnel. This is great. I can get everything I need through here. So the tunnel is actually quite a little bit of a long way to go. Oh, and I was just kind of blindly mashing the zoom button there. So let's just wait for Mr. Arabu to get around me here. Yeah, we're going to pause here because we ran into it. So I'm just going to kind of pester it into sleep. That was a little badly executed, but that's okay. I'm just going to wait so I can pass that one. So over here, it's a little bit of a process to get this. So we want to lure Pikachu over to this mystery egg. What could be in the mystery egg? And then we have to play the Poke Flute to get Pikachu. Oh, excuse me. Pay attention to my apples here. So we want to get Pikachu nice and close and then play the flute, which we don't have. Oh my gosh. Welp, I forgot something important. Oh my gosh, hi.
Remember how there was one sign that we needed the Poke Flute for? Yeah, it's this one.
That's okay.
There's still a Doug trio.
There is this Doug trio of dreams waiting for me here. I cannot believe I forgot that. And so we play the Poke Flute. Silence. All right, friends, we're going to get the best Doug trio group photo ever. We're just going to wait until we get 3 of them. We're going to have fun.
A trio of trios.
We got a couple of them in the shot, and we are going to attempt Redemption Magnemite. Hello, you cutie. We are just going to lure. We're not even going to throw it far away. We're just. Excuse me. Please look at me. Hi. Nice, close Magnemite, and hopefully this will get us the exact amount of points we need. Okay, we're having fun. We're taking the scenic route. And you know what? What's the fun if you're not going to stop and take a few extra pictures? All right, 4,000 points there, 3,400 points there. That's going to definitely take us over what we need. So now, let's just kind of, you know, forget our small amounts of mistakes here, and we will go back into the tunnel. So that was my mistake. I probably should have went into the volcano first. You know what? That is okay. We're having fun. We're just gonna navigate carefully around these 2 so Mr. Arabu doesn't stop us. She probably will. Yeah, I missed.
Orb.
Orb. True. Magnemite is good orb. So is Electrode, actually. Electrode is very orb.
Everything is orb.
I don't know. Some of them are a little more dangly than, like, Mr. Electabuzz's arms.
The orb noodle scale.
All right, so let's... This time, so we're going to throw these apples over here to get Pikachu to the Zapdos and play the Poke Flute. And then Pikachu will wake up Zapdos, and we're just going to zoom away from here. But look at Zapdos in all its majesty.
Pikachu is a harsh critic of your flute playing.
So Zapdos is going to go over to that power generator and get kind of angry. But as you will see on the sides over here, that electricity is happening. And it's sort of a little hint here, actually. Apple and Magnemite. Though you can't actually get that to show up until after you've done that, which is kind of confusing. You
yeah, so... Hey, Sparko, guess what?
What?
I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes.
You saw the sign?
Saw the sign. You know, life is demanding without understanding.
Hello, down button? There we go. All right, so just 2 more to get here. So this one is actually right in the beginning. We're just going to kind of lob some balls into the here, and there we go. So that's the sign that I should have gotten before, but we still would have had to go a little far into the level and get some...
At least this sign is, like, right at the beginning.
Exactly. All right, so just one more sign to get before we can unlock the level. Going into the river. So again, we just get to go zoom, and we get to use our trusty flute again.
Hooray!
Yay! So over here we've got a vial plume taking a nap, and it's kind of stinking up the area. As you can see all that smoke coming out from on top of it as soon as we round the corner here. Playing the flute wakes it up and causes it to dance, and it stops emitting its odor, so we can take a picture of this, I guess it's a tree or a rock. I guess it's probably and I think it's supposed to be a
I think it's covered in moss, whatever it is.
Yeah. All right, so that is the final sign. Wait, let's return to the lab. And then Oak starts to tell me about how I found all the signs, constellations, yada yada, rainbow cloud. And we are going to try and take a picture of the legendary Pokemon Mew. Yes. And of course, what do you do when you find a legendary space cat? You, like, throw apples at it.
Well, yeah, because otherwise it won't let you take a picture of it. Mew, please.
Wow, that was not the best throwing of Mew I've ever done, but that's okay. We'll just make up for it with all the rest of these. So yeah, what this Mew is trapped in what's an orb?
It's some kind of bubble thing.
Yeah. So with the green one, it'll just hover in front of you. Though with the yellow one, it'll straight to pass by. So you only really have, more limited amount of time to hit this one. So this is actually the more important one. And then after you throw enough apples at legendary Pokemon Mew, the protective bubble will come off of it. And then you just want to take a picture.
Wow, I found the rarest Pokemon existent. Let me chuck stuff at it.
Let's throw fruit at it. So anyway, then you just take a mediocre picture of Mew and go back to the lab. So timing is going to be coming up as soon as the game tells you that you're saving. So from here, you just go back to the lab. Professor Oak, congratulates you. And
wonderful.
It'll be pretty soon. We talk a little bit, and time is now.
You made it.
Hooray.
And... I mean, apologies for a little bit of the shenanigans that we had on, but, we completed the game. We've taken pictures of Pokemon, and now in the ending credits, it'll show you some of your pictures.
What a great photographer you are.
I did what I could. Anyway, thank you so very much for watching the run, folks. It was fun to be here. And, continue having fun for the rest of the marathon. Thank you so much to Dijon Ketchup for joining for commentary. It was a lot of fun to have you here.
Yep, thanks for having me.
And I think that's about it. Have a good night, everyone.